All right, welcome to December. Oh my goodness, I had to think it
Yeah,
twice before I could say December. Our last Coaches Launchpad session of the year. Do you feel like this year went so fast compared to previous ones? I don't know about you, but I just can't believe we're already in December. Welcome, coaches. Thank you for joining us. It's good to see now faces and names that I had met before through this wonderful event that we just celebrated last week, which was the ICF Houston holiday party. Thank you to our board members who put it together. And it's very exciting to now put faces and names together. If you didn't join us, make sure you join next year. It's always a fun party and it's a great opportunity to meet other coaches face to face and exchange ideas, etc. We have our guest speaker today is one of ours. Kate she's going to be talking to us about the, as you can see on the screen, ICF credentials and the difference between an ACC, PCC, and MCC. I know that's a topic that is of interest to many of you. Just as a reminder, we are recording this event and we will be posting it in the YouTube channel for ICF Houston. If you don't follow that YouTube channel yet, I recommend you do. If I find it, I'll put it in the chat so you can subscribe and not miss any of these monthly engagements. My name is Elena Sarango Muñiz. For those of you that have not met me yet, I am a volunteer for ICF Houston. I've been running this event for the last 2.5 years since I started my business as an executive coach. And I decided to take this initiative into action because when I first started as a coach, as a business owner, there were so many things that I didn't know. And I would hear, oh, you have to do this. Oh, Elena, you have to implement this. Oh, you have to follow this person. And I was getting all confused on what I needed to do. So when Robin Christian, the president of ICF Houston back then, offered me to do something on a monthly basis, I said, okay, let's do Coach Launchpad so we can all learn from those coaches that can teach us something new so we can become a better entrepreneur. And so today we have Kate Shee. So without further ado, Kate, would you like to introduce yourself?
yes. Thank you so much, Elena. Thank you for the opportunity to share with other coaches in our chapter. And as Elena mentioned, she spent tremendous effort to organize. For 2.5 years, that was a lot of work to keep it going and also have the planning, thinking. Thank you for your contribution, Elena, to our chapter. And I myself benefit a lot from the past webinars this year. Now, we are going to have 17 slides. We may have to go a little bit faster. The good thing is you know how to find me. I'm in the WhatsApp, where I also have my email address here. In case anything, you can write down my email address or find me on LinkedIn so that if you have any questions for more details, and you can always find me. So now let's go next. Overview.
Kate,
I think
can
most
you mute
people
your Kate, sorry. I think there's echo.
echo,
Yeah,
echo. Oh, let me
it
silence
might be because
one
of
of
your
my
computer.
laptop.
Right.
Okay,
Thank you.
is that better?
Yes, it is
Is that
better. Thank
better?
you. Much better.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, much better. Go ahead, Kate.
Uh,
Oh, you can't hear us now.
is
Can
it
you
better?
hear?
Can you hear me?
Yes, you
Or
we can
can you
hear
hear me
you.
now? Okay, good. There's no echo, right? Great. Yeah. So we know there are so many different governing organizations. The most prominent is ICF, International Coaching Federation, and also EMCC for Europe. But ICF is more prevalent and also stricter. For example, EMCC is a senior coach equivalent to our PCC. They only requires 250 hours. So they have a slightly different requirements, but we focus on in North America. And a lot of European coaches, they try to get ICF credential as well, because it's more prevalent, more credible. So we have ACC, PCC, MCC. ACTC is a certification, advanced certification in team coaching. Now let's go to the detail. How many of you can we have a little interaction? Put in the chat message if you are a ACC. If you have no credential at all, can you type in 1? If you have ACC, type in ACC. If you have PCC, type in PCC. Whichever credential you have. If you have nothing, type in 1. And so ACC is the basic, is associated certified coach. It starts from the first level, which is the kind of the light entry level, so that we can practice as a professional coach and governed by coaching federation. We have some sort of credibility. It requires 60 hours of coaching education, 100 hours of coaching hours. Out of the 100 hours, 75 must be paid hours. So maybe I'll get into little detail here. The paid hours can be reciprocal. For example, you do website design for somebody, and somebody else, somebody do the website design for you, and then you coach them. That's like a trade, and you can trade with something. And so as long as they also provide value for us as a coach, that's counted as paid. And there's a lot of other details. So I think these are the fundamental basic things. And also we need to have 10 hours of mentor coaching. It has to be over 3 months, because you got to have a mentor coaching and then practice and come back mentor coaching practice. There were well, let me limit the detail, we may not be able to finish. So if the coach is not following, coach usually following, but if they put a lot of heavy in 6-7 weeks, and then you're not getting coaching for like 2 months, and then get another coaching the end of the 3 months period, and that's like cheating, you know. So that's why a lot of coaching are not as beneficial to the coaches as it should be. And so maybe we need to be aware of that. And also successful completion of a performance evaluation, passing score on the ICF ACC exam. The performance evaluation we'll talk about in the next slides. So there are 2 approaches. If you use a level 1, level 2 certification, that approach, the evaluation is included in your training. So when you take level 1, level 2, and you have the training already, they will evaluate your recordings. But if you, these are the who has completed. And for the portfolio approach, that you, for example, you the old ACSTH, or currently you get a lot of coaching education from the ICF website, or non-ICF accredited training, you get 60 hours. You can do that too. But then it's like a portfolio approach. You have to submit your recording separately. The assessor will assess. I'm also assessor trained as a mentor coach. So next, this is the portfolio approach. Usually it takes a little bit longer time. The cost is slightly different. From here, we can see as ICF member, if we join the organization, we are we have the as a membership, we can save like $150, which is a significant amount. So it's probably worthwhile to join the ICF. I'm not able to see. Let me see if I can see the chat message from here. Oh, okay. How am I see? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's back to this. Sorry, back to this mode. Yeah. And so pass 1, pass 2. If you have any question, would you please just type in the chat message, and then Elena can help me remind me at the end. Maybe at the end we'll answer some of the questions that you may have. For PCC, the eligible requirements is 125 hours. And the level 1 training, is from you have no coaching education, does not have a pre-requirements, and you go all the way 60 hours. For level 2, most of the level 2, they go from no training, give you 125 hours. So these 125 hours is enough for 2 levels for you to get to PCC. And after the training, you can practice 100 hours. Once you reach 100 hours, you can have your training institute to review your recording, and then you can get ACC before you finish 500 hours. Or you can wait until finish all your coaching practice 500 hours to get level 2 PCC. Let me see. Then level 2 also, the PCC also requires 10 hours mentor coaching and also completion of a performance evaluation. Then once you finish the evaluation as your level 2 training, you will have be able to complete the performance evaluation because your training institute will do that. But again, if your training institute didn't do that, you use the portfolio approach. Let's go to the next slide. The level 2 pass, so estimated time, and this is the current cost. It may increase in the future, right? And currently estimated 4 weeks. And then you just apply. Once they give you, hey, you completed the level 2 education, 125 hours. Usually they should identify all the details on your certificate. Then you can apply to go to ICF website to apply for a PCC credential. Once they review your application and then approve you for the exam, then you can schedule your exam. That's how it goes. For the portfolio approach is similar. Then you have to you get education for 125 hours. You have to manage to find a mentor, get your mentor coaching separately. It probably more cost less, maybe, but takes longer time. You have to know what to do. Or your mentor coach can give you some directions, depends on where you are, you join your mentor coach. And that's why I know some of people get these from IPAC or RISE. The program was cost a lot for like $12,000 for level 2 training.
Kate, sorry to interrupt you. I think, is it me or there is interference in the volume, in the voice?
I'm hearing interference as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let me take off these.
but we can talk, Kate, to see
Is
if
it
we can
better?
hear. Yes, better. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly. Yes.
Okay. So hope this will work out better. So the PCC portfolio approach, yeah. Next is eligibility requirements. For MCC, the MCC requires 200 hours. I don't think here is very, the information is from ICF website is very accurate, right? Accurate means you total need 200 hours coaching education and 2,500 hours total of your coaching experience. So it also identify how many can be, if you do pro bono, there's only a limited, here is 750 hours. You can do too many pro bono and you have to get paid coaching hours. And these 10 hours of mentor coaching, this is not total. So here there's some confusion. This is from after you reach PCC, you need another 10 additional hours for mentor coaching. If you want to apply for MCC, your mentor coach has to be an MCC coach. So PCC, if you apply for PCC, your coach have to be minimum a PCC mentor coach. And if you get a mentor coaching by an ACC coach, that's also possible if you apply for ACC. But that 10 hours cannot be used to apply for PCC. So this here is something tricky. MCC does have a pre-requirements. You have to get a PCC before you can apply for MCC. But PCC, you do not. You can directly apply for PCC. You do not need ACC to apply for PCC. And then the same thing, you have to complete a performance evaluation, and you have to pass the credential exam once you are approved for the exam. So for MCC eligibility, the level 3 pass for coaches who has, there's a level 3, only a number of institutions has the ability to MCC training, so they will train MCCs. But to MCC, whether you go to portfolio pass or you go to level 3 pass, there's not a major difference, because you still have spend about the same amount of money, same amount of time for review. And so you still get 10 hours mentor coaching. Yeah, so that's, maybe I will stop here. See if we have any questions before I move on.
We do, Kate. Can you hear me? Kate, for some reason, I think you cannot
somebody
hear.
asked the question.
Kate, can you hear
There's
us?
a status. I didn't see that there are many of us who credentialed. Question we'll ask Kate again. Yeah, so basically ENCC and ICF following different standard. If you are ENCC, you can use the same basic application material. Let's say you have coaching hours, you can apply at EMCC, you can apply at ICF. And the same training, you can use the training hours and the coaching hours to apply to both places. But that EMCC you cannot trade off ICF because the requirement is different. EMCC more focused on coaching supervision. You have to have a coaching supervisor. Now I'm moving on to next one, because in ICF, there's no mandatory coaching supervision other than when you try to get ACTC, the advanced certification for in-team coaching. Only this one has mandatory coaching supervision hours. in ICF, it's not mandatory for every level, but in Europe, it's every level you have to have coaching supervision. So, and the last credential is ACTC, Advanced Certification in Team Coaching. I have a separate video about this. Let me copy the link. Oh yeah, this is the slide. I can copy the link. Let me okay. Let me get to the link. I will copy this link to the chat. You can go to this if you want to watch. And also I have other videos about credential exams in there as well. It's very popular. I couldn't imagine I only posted less than 2 months anyway. Yeah, I think less than 2 months, and I got a lot of views, hundreds of views. Most, I think those are coaches, and also ACTC to how to get ACTC credential, how to prepare for ACC exam, and how to prepare for credential exams. So those are 3 videos posted on my YouTube. If you find my channel, you can see other videos as well. Or if you subscribe, when I have new videos posted, you will be able to see. Yeah. So I think it would help if you put my email address. Let me see. Any other questions? You can open your mic. We can have a couple minutes interaction before I move on.
I don't think you can hear us, Kate. Can you hear us?
I'm not able to hear you. Let me see what's wrong.
Yeah,
Speaker.
she cannot hear us.
I sent her a chat, so hopefully she'll see the chat.
Who's this?
This is Bibi.
I cannot hear you. Let me see.
Yeah, Bibi, she cannot hear us.
Yeah, no, she got it now. She finally realizes she can't hear us.
Hello?
Yeah, but Kate, can you hear us? Kate, can you hear?
What happened? Oh.
No, she cannot hear us.
Let me test them.
Kate, can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Okay, good. Okay, you
didn't
were
hear
not.
you earlier.
Okay, there we go.
We were trying to tell you that you couldn't hear us. We were trying to talk to you. So, Kate, there is a question from Bibi. Bibi, I don't know if she answered. You have 2 questions. Do you want to ask the one?
Yeah, my question is, with EMCC, yeah, the supervision is required. I get that. I understand all that. My question is, we've already credentialed by EMCC, and that's a long process. It's the same amount of hours. It's a lot of, work. Why should we credential with ICF when we're already credentialed with EMCC?
You don't have to get a credential from
that's
ICF.
what I wanted to hear, because
you don't have to.
It's just as good. In fact, if anything, the supervision is so incredible. In fact, I just want to tell all of you, I think it's insane to go through coaching without supervision, because you get such incredible feedback from the master coaches on your coaching process, and you get a better introspection on your own coaching process for how to proceed with clients. It's not necessarily making mistakes, it's just getting a better introspection on how to coach. From people that have been coaching. I mean, I got supervised by David Clutterbuck, which was freaking amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah.
I was in team coaching, at the practitioner level. I haven't been able to do the senior practitioner level for affordability purposes, but I want to go through that process, because then the next level is you get to go into supervision. So there are levels that you have to attain in that process to go to the
Yeah.
supervision level. So they have their processes too. So I'm glad they're bringing it to the USA because I'm excited about that. I really am.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so any other questions? Other audience?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Andrea had a question. Does each level require an additional 10 hours of mentor coaching? For example, 10 hours of mentor coaching is required for ACC. Does PCC require another one and MCC another 10?
So here is a little bit confusion. I asked the ICF this question. I'm waiting for the answer. Here is what currently being practiced. This may subject to change. Because the level 2 training include only 10 hours mentor coaching, which means these 10 hours you can apply for ACC and PCC together. Remember, until November 2024, we had only one exam, right? So we had an exam, it's called a credentialing exam. You credential ACC, PCC, MCC in the same exam. But since November 18th, 2024, ACC has a separate exam. Now, they are at a pilot stage. Since I'm a mentor coach, I'm very pay attention to all these details. So they are piloting MCC exam separately from credentialing exam. They want to give this credential exam just for PCC in the future. So in the next 6 months, I will not be surprised sometime next year will come up exams separate for MCC. So here is when the exam ACC, PCC, MCC, if you take the same exam, you think about they have to let a minimum score to allow ACC to pass. And when they removed ACC, hey, ACC, you have separate exam. They had a 6 months overlapping. At that time, you can take both. So, and the PCC, if you, the PCC, MCC is sharing the same exam. And I think at some point, then, since November 18, 2024, the ACC exam was out. During that period of time, and the exam became much more difficult. This is what I heard when I prepare for my exam, other people heard, because in order to accommodate ACC, so the passing score would be very easy for PCC and MCC. So now ACC is out. The bar seems like raised. The questions are more challenging, more difficult. So if you're able to passing the credential exam before last November, you may not be able to pass now. So if you do have that 12 months window, I don't know if you still have them, but try to take advantage of that. If you write another exam, it's going to be more challenging. That's why, I know people writing exams several times because before it was easier. Now you increase a little bit, but the bar is higher, so that's where it is. So I would not be surprised MCC will have their separate exam. Of course, it probably should be that way. As far as the mentor coaching, because before ACCP, the level 2 covers from ground 0 to 125 hours, they equip only 10 hours mentor coaching all the way to PCC level. Well, for MCC, it's separate. You have to, from PCC level, then you have another 10 hours mentor coaching. The 10 hours you utilized before will not apply from PCC to MCC. But so it's a little bit of gray area for now. It's not a gray, so it's not, it's more lenient at this time. 10 hours you can pass both ACC and PCC, which could be challenged in the future. But we just don't know how, because the training, the level 2 training are not as, depends on the institution. Some training program, the institution are very strict, like the one I went, you attend with MCC. So my mentor coaching and MCC mentor coaching is the same. So I totally, from the beginning of my coaching, 12 hours, I started to have my mentor coaching until 400 something hours. I had 40 hours mentor coaching. So it's not, so I had a totally 4 mentor coaches along the way. But for a lot of institute, the 10 hours, when they evaluate, do performance review, they will see, are you practicing? If they identify you're practicing, they may give you a passing. But the assessor is different. I had an assessor training for evaluating up to PCC level, and you have a standard. Lots of people didn't pass, because depends on your mentor coaching, right? If it's not covered in the mentor coaching when your evaluation, and there's a lot of institutions use their own coach, or to do the mentor coaching may not up to the standard. So, but that's another question. It's not what when you're looking for a mentor coach, maybe you want to be careful. The advantage, you go to level 2 training. There is also another type of training, it's bridging. They bridge level 1 and level 2. So when they bridge level 1 and level 2, you have to take a separate mentor coaching. They have a 10 hour. They regardless because before you were using, you were being evaluated on the ACC level, the 100-hour level. So they will give you another one, which I took these. I had ACSTH, I had a separate mentor. I had 3 mentors before I took my level 2 training, which is a bridging program. Then, so is it a bridging program? But mostly are having ACC credentials already, and then get to PCC level. So that's where we are. Have I answered the question? Who is this great question?
Yeah, Kate, thank you. It's Andrea. So yeah, you answered the question. That was really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Andrea. So next, I want to share a little bit. This one was ACTC. Yeah, I want to share a little bit my mentor coaching program, if that's okay. And I have a summary of the after these and the maintenance of and after these. So next cohort in the beginning of 2026 is a small cohort for 6 to 8 people. Will not be more than 8. Every other Tuesday, 9:30 to 10:30. And if I have more people, I could do another time frame. But a series every other week you're going to cover. This is going to cover 14 weeks, 6, not 7 hours. It's 7 hours credit. It's totally of over 14 weeks. Every other week over 14 weeks. That's more than 3 months. And then here's the cost, because this mentor coaching can apply to. For ACC renew, you need to get 10 hours. Mentor coaching, you also can towards your CCE as well. So the cost is here $9.99, or 2 payments $5.25, or 3 payments you pay monthly. So it covers 4 months period. The cohort is the plan is starting January 16th. So you have to have a kickoff session. Kickoff session because mentor coaching is providing feedback. We need to set up a lot of things with the mentees in the group. So it's the sign up is going to starting around Christmas. That'll be ready. But if you have any question, if you're interested, contact me, send me an email, and then I can give you more details. For the kickoff session is I would like to have a chemistry session with all the mentees first, if you are interested, before you make a payment. Or you make a payment, there's a free trial, 15 days free trial. But if we have, until we have the chemistry session. So after the chemistry session, I will send you a payment link. And you can send up like a monthly payment. You can make your choice when you pay. 2 payments, 1 payment, or 3 months payments. So the competency, what my mentor coaching will be a little bit different. It's not only providing feedback, and there's also a little bit of coaching education as well for the competency, how to understand coaching competency. When I prepare for my exam, I had a credential exam study group. People have, so that's why I know people have a challenge to pass the exams. You spend a lot of money and time to prepare for the exam, and the most I heard was 4 times. So you spend a lot of money and time to prepare the exam. If your coaching education, the training hours, actually we spend a lot of training to unlearn a lot of things, and then you have to practice 500 hours. It's better to get some mentor coaching, go practice, then come back and get a mentor coaching, go practice, then come back, get a mentor coaching. It's not meant, this is the pitfalls. Many people, they say, hey, I need to apply for my PCC, let me get a level 2 training. Or I need to apply for my PCC, I need to get a mentor coaching. So people, I have a mentee come to me, and the end of the month, October 31st, I need to renew. I said, we will not, we need 3 months to do this mentor coaching. We can't finish in 1 month. You don't have a chance to practice how much you can absorb, how much you can make those become your own, right? And so, I already extended for however long, 6 months, right? If you already extended, you still wait until the last minute to come to the mentor coaching. So you want to, from 100 hour to 500 hour, if you go PCC, you want to get your training before 200 hours. And the mentor coachings for the level 2, you get it before 200 hours. You don't want to halfway, I'm already almost 300 hours. I haven't get a mentor level 2 training. I have not get a mentor coaching. That will really, that doesn't do you much favor. A lot of bad habits already formed. And it's very hard to unlearn things. It's better to learn before you go to practice. So I had my first mentor coaching call. I was doing ACSTH. During the training, the teacher give you some, mentor coaching. But after the training program, from 12 hours, I hired mentor coach from that. So once for the 500 hours, it's better to be around 400 hours to start to accumulate your recording for evaluation. And then that's after the group mentor coaching already. You will already pick up lots of things. And once you learn something, it takes time to practice for the become our own, right? So that's another thing. Another thing I offer is mentor coaching one-on-one. This would be an add-on. The group coaching, you only get 7 hours. So one-on-one, this is very targeted for you to pass the recording review. If you submit a recording to ICF, you wanna, I would suggest to have the group mentor coaching and also 3 hours, the 3 sessions for this one-on-one. You need 2 recordings for PCC, 1 recording for ACC, 2 recordings for PCC. When come to MCC, MCC is not my scope because I don't have MCC credentials, so I cannot mentor anybody who want to go for MCC. If you want to renew PCC, renew ACC, we'll mention in a bit the requirements for renew. And so performance, what's included, each performance review evaluation report after each session. This one takes a lot of time, and this is very valuable. You want to have this report done practice at least 1 month money. So my past mentees was they feel like, even 1 hour, it's like, that's so much. Because we would not be able to see your recording. Usually for one hour, they submit a recording to me, and I will review the recording, go over what's important for them. If it's a performance review, I will have to review everything. And that's a lot of things to cover, may not be able to cover in 1 hour or even 3 hours may be challenging, depends on where people are.
Kate, sorry
So
to interrupt you. Do you mind if anyone is interested in your program, they'll contact you directly to get more details. I
yeah,
think we have a shorter time to answer a lot of the
yeah.
questions. Do you have any other slides? Okay,
Okay.
thank
So
you.
I'm also a coaching supervisor. For anybody who is interested, you can contact me as well. For ICF credentials, this is the comparison. It's a summary of all of them. For the renew, let's look at the bottom for the renewals. For the renewals for ACCs every 3 years, you need to have at least 40 CCE hours. Each mentor coaching can be counted as one CCE unit, and including 10 hours of mentor coaching. So if somebody who has already got ACC, do you plan to get a PCC within 3 years? Or you plan to renew, and that's something you want to get in the mentor coaching earlier and get your CCE, or don't wait until the last minute of 40 CCE. That's a lot of study, right? So while these from 100 hour to 500 hour, these we can utilize this time to grow, develop our coaching skills, our coaching competencies, and over time. It's not meant to rush just to hit a target, And for PCC, you don't need more mentor coaching, but you need at least 40 CCEs. It's every 3 years. For ICC, the requirements is the same as PCC. Well, the only thing I don't think we have many ACTCs in our chapter. I think maybe three people have this ACTC. This is different requirements. But I already have 6 hours accumulated because I'm teaching and mentoring ACTC program for institution. So that's why I have that already put in my hours. So I'm not waiting until the last minute when I'm up to review to try to get 20 hours CCE for team coaching or anything. If anybody interested in team coaching, you can contact me as well. And next slide. Oh, I have to. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And this is the last slide. There is more in detail of ACC PCC. Basically, it's in the table. You can see that the renewal of the ACC credential, the timeline is 3 years. For all the credentials, it's all 3 years. So that's a lot easier to remember. And also, you can start anytime to renew and submit early. So up to 10 months, you cannot submit too early. Let's say you received January 1st, 2026, you can submit in 2028, 10 months before the 3 years mark. Yeah. And also, a lot of time for review takes 6 to 8 weeks, basically it's 2 months. So don't wait, I have 1 month, my renew is up. Then you don't have time to get your CCEs. 40 CCEs takes time to get. So, okay, now I'm going to answer questions.
Thank you, Kate. That was very informational. Thank you. There's a lot of things. I don't know about you guys, but this whole certification and the changes they've made lately gets very confusing to me. But thank you for some of the clarification you've brought to this group, Kate. Tonya Drummond, Tonya, do you still has your question been answered or not yet? Tonya?
Not yet. I didn't hear it. I'm going to say I didn't hear it. I was trying
Yeah.
to listen very carefully.
Would you
I
like
did.
to ask Kate the question?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Tanya, I have to say, if you apply and meet the requirements for PCC within a year of receiving, you will not require an exam. Oh, that's the on the condition you took the credential exam, not the ACC exam. Is that what you are asking?
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did take
So
the ACC exam.
yeah. So now I think they had 6 months from November 18th, 2024. ACC has a separate exam. They had 6 months from November to I think the end of April, sometime in 2025. You can still take the credential exam to get your ACC credential. If you get it in that window, you better hurry up to get your PCC because the PCC.
I took my ACC already.
You took ACC. So you took ACC exam.
already.
So when you come to PCC, you have to write the PCC exam, the credential exam. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they sent me an email saying that it was a special for 12 months. If I were to go after my PCC, get my hours, have my training, have my mentoring done, I wouldn't have to take the exam. It was an email that was sent to me.
Then you got your ACC credential with the credentialing exam. So you can take advantage of that opportunity. You don't have to spend time to prepare, spend money to, the money is small, the time is, and especially the exam has changed so much. You know, they have a lot of change in the exam. Yeah, to try to get it within 12 months if you are in that window.
That's my goal. All right. Then I just wanted to make sure that you hadn't heard of anything that changed, because I didn't get an email about it. I was going after that same.
Yeah, because the review, if you go to portfolio path, takes longer to review. So the time, 12 months, is when they approve you. When they approve you, you're still within the 12 months, then bingo.
Okay.
You know, you will automatically get your PCC. But the review time, if you go level 2 training, that takes less time because the performance really everything is in the education, right? They can get you like in 3 months, 4 months.
Right.
But if you go to portfolio, give you a little extra time to apply so that.
Yeah, I just need 4 hours of training. I have 120. I just need 4 more hours of training, and I'm working on my hours for coaching. So thank you. Thank you very much, Kate.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Megan, I see Megan raise your hand.
Yes. Kate, my question was, so if she just took, I don't remember who that was, but Tanya said she took the ACC and then she got 12 months. Is that what happens all the time? If once you take the ACC, then you have 12 months that you can potentially take the PCC, or is that just because she took the exam that was before they pulled it out separate from everybody else's?
Yes, the later part. Let me clarify one more time.
So if you haven't taken the ACC yet, then it doesn't matter. You're just going to have to take each one separately.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if you took the credential exam, not specific for ACC, then you had a chance. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I think there's somebody asked this question. Who is PLB? Where does IPAC credential fall in with ICF? IPAC has a credential. I didn't know IPAC has a credential. I'm not familiar with the IPAC. Who was asking this question? What are specifically you are referring to? Because IPAC, yeah, go ahead. Who was asking this question?
I asked the question.
Yeah.
Because we did some extensive training with IPAC. One is expensive, and two, we put in.
Yeah, how many hours of training did you do?
Oh my gosh, I don't have it with me, but I can tell you what the whole program was from beginning to end about a year.
So basically, yeah, you have to find out when you enroll the program, they give you some criteria, say, hey, this is what are included in the program. Like, for example, 125 ICF accredited training. including like a 10 hours mentor coaching. If they have such a word, they will follow through, right? So these are the ingredients you can use to apply on ICF website to apply for a credential.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll add, IPEC is recognized, and they do have that wording in their credentials. I mean, in their credential information. You just have to go to the IPEC website, and you'll find that literature there. You just have to look it up.
Yeah, or whoever is your teacher, you should be able to ask them. You spend so much money, get a training, and if you cannot even ask this information, they should be able to offer these, or in the certificate you are getting, or if you already got, look at the certificate. They said how many hours. If they have 125 hours, then that's equal to level 2 training. Or did they say level 2, or did they say you are ACSTH? You have to be clear. If they said ACSTH, that means they didn't include mentor coaching. If you get a separate coaching, even though from the same institute, as long as it's not a level 2 program, they didn't set in the certificate, and that means you have to go to portfolio path to apply in ICF. So this is something if you have a mentor coach, your mentor coach should be able to give you some more directions. And I have people came to me and actually did a portfolio approach, but some people screwed up because they didn't know they did a portfolio approach. So that would delay your time why I'm disapproved, why I'm, these ones. There's a lot of, when you have these back and forth, you're going to take forever to get your credential. So that's something you want to find out in advance. And for me, I said, you spend so much money on mentor coaching, how come you don't even, they should be able to help you, or you spend $12,000 in the training, and then they should be able to help you with this. You should be able to ask questions.
Okay, Erin has her hand
Erin,
raised.
Yeah, I see Erin raise your hand. Go ahead, please.
Yes, thank you so much, Kate. My question is, what are the most common ways to earn CCEs once you have gotten your certification? I know in other organizations that I'm a part of, you can do webinars, you can do conferences and things like that. What are the most common ways in coaching?
Yeah. Are you talking about the renew, the CCE for renew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for renewal.
The ICF website has a lot of free training material, and there is also some paid training material. So you can go to ICF website. You can go to training institution. If they have continuing education, you can do that. Or you go to ICF website, which is, go with your time frame whenever you need, right? You can do that on this weekend, more on demand. You can go that there are free ones and there are paid ones. That's the most common one. And as to, okay. Yeah, for example, let's see the ACC. Well, we don't have many PCCs. Well, let's say ACC, you need 40 credits. 40 credit, 1 hour, each hour is 1 credit. 24 credits needs to be in the line of core competency. So 16 credits will be in a core competency or resource development. Resource development, like say, if I'm providing coaching training, that's resource development. If I'm presenting at a conference about team coaching, which I did, and that's 1 hour, 1 hour conference will be like you develop that get 1 hour resource development. Yeah. So
thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah.
Very helpful.
Okay.
Thank you, Kate. I think we have maybe time for one more question. Has anyone here have typed their question but was not answered yet? Or Megan asked, what do you mean by portfolio approach?
Let's go back to the slide. Let me see. Megan, do you have credentials yet or not? I want to see which slide will.
No, not yet. I'm
not
working
yet.
with ACC, so.
Okay, so let's go to ACC eligibility. If you go to portfolio approach, so portfolio is compared to level 1. Let's say if you have level 1, they include 60 hours of training, they include 10 hours mentor coaching, and they include performance evaluation. So basically, this is the ACC eligibility requirements. The level 1 training, they should already include number 2, 60 hours coaching education. Number 2, number 2, you do it on your own. Number 3 is 10 hours mentor coaching, and also number 4, performance evaluation. The only thing you need in addition to your level 1 certification is the 100-hour coaching experience. Once you have that, you can submit ICF for ACC application. So if you
I took a class and it included all of that, and I'm just working. I'm getting my hours. So once I have my hours, and I did my recording, and it's all been approved by the ICF. Now
the training institute, not ICF, the training institute, right? The performance. The performance evaluation. Who did
yes, I did all that in my class.
In your class, yeah. So the certificate they gave you, is it the same level 1 training certificate of 60 hours? Did they say exactly the words?
Yes.
Okay.
So then I just need to do the 100 hours and I need to do take the test, right?
You need to do the 100 hours and then submit your application. Once they approve your application, they will say, oh, you can schedule your exam. Then you can schedule your exam. You can prepare before they approve you, but you won't be able to schedule the exam until the approval of your ACC application.
And how long does it usually take for that application to be approved?
If you did level 1 pass, is quick. Usually it's around 4 weeks, like a month.
Mm-hmm. Thank
you. What I heard, this was all from my mentee. There are some like even 3 months has not come back yet. So I thought, so I knew, okay, then you must have done something wrong. Should hire a mentor coach like me earlier. But what I heard, most people can get it around 1 month if you are level 2. If your portfolio is going to take like 3-4 months, some even longer than that.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much. You've been most helpful. Really appreciate it, Elena, as well. Thank you.
Yes,
you're welcome.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Kate, for the information that you share with us today. We're out of time. We've passed a minute. Thank you, everyone that stayed longer. I hope this was a helpful session for you. And will you be sharing the slides? We usually don't share the slides, but we have the video that you can follow in YouTube. But feel free to contact Kate directly if she wants or not to share the slides. But thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful holiday. We won't see you until 2026. So happy holidays to everyone. Thank you, Kate.
Bye-bye. Thank you.